Jerry, that compensation plan, I got most of that. I'm not a numbers guy, and I know you are a numbers guy, so that's probably real simple for you. But for the people out there that maybe have never been part of one of these compensation plans, why don't we? I know you've got some current statistics about up to this point at Qivana, people that are actually distributors, that are actually performing and adding people to their downline. What does it take? Let's say if you have two people on both sides, or three or four. Do you have those statistics?
Yeah, let's just explain that so we put it in perspective. Listen, we can't make someone successful. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to work at this. But there are three groups of people. There's the 80% that are part-timers that really do a lot of the work. There's 20% that drive the 80% in every business. It won't be any different here. And then there's 20% of the 20 or 4% that make millions in whatever they get into. You just have to catch them at the right time. So let's just, for the topic of discussion, forget the 80%. Let's forget the 4%. So we're not dealing with the superstar, and we're dealing with the person that wants to make a little. Let's go after the players, and let me just give you the numbers on that. We have two organizations that form. So if you had 150,000 on this side and 100,000 on this side, they'd pay down 100,000 on both sides. That's 5%. That's 5,000 on the left, 5,000 on the right, and the 50,000 that's left over here is rolled over to the next week. You can catch it anytime. Here's what the averages right now are. They will change as we go through this exciting momentum phase, which we'll discuss. If you have two people on each side that are 20%ers, now they can't be people that don't do it. I'm talking about people that really drive businesses, so that they're higher income earners and they're really focusing on the business. And remember, I can't make somebody do it. Nobody can. They have to really want to do it. So two on each side, it's about 4,000 a month with there. If you have three on each side, six people, it's averaging about 6,000 to 8,000 a month net. If you have four on each side, it's averaging 12 to 18,000 a month net. And if you have six on each side, it's averaging 40 to 60,000 a month net right now. Though those numbers will change and can go up dramatically as we go through an exciting momentum curve. And again, that's based on this. Now, let me put that in perspective in the company I was with. That company did $1 billion, $1.3 billion last year. They have 731 people that became millionaires. That's not all the people, but that's a lot of people. The majority of the people, again, 80% wanted car payments, house payments, part-time money, and they did it without jeopardizing what the current limit. And there were thousands that did nothing. So you have to make sure that you get somebody that's hungry, the timing is right, they're fed up, and they're really aggravated with their financial situation, and will do something.
Obviously, in any business, because I've been a sales guy my whole life, I've managed salespeople, I've owned companies. You have to put the right people in the seats, right? They have to be people that are willing to make phone calls or introductions or whatever. But what you're talking about is if you have people in that 20%, that 20th percentile, people that are willing to do the work and capable of doing the work, which isn't terribly complicated, having two on each side to six on each side, you're starting to talk about some big money.
Oh yeah, this is good money that they can make. Almost everyone in the industry, they don't tell you this, that has made over 20,000 a month and that has less than 20 people. I had only 16 and created, millionaires from the 16. We're doing millions and millions of dollars of business from the 16. Yeah. I believe in retailing. I believe that the customer has to be there. This is not a wholesale buying club. You have to have real products that people want and cannot get anywhere else, and you're the first to the marketplace, and that's what Qivana has. And because of that, fortunes can be made, but it's not a lot of people. I went through 68 to find the 16. I know somebody that's involved in this business that went through a couple hundred to find the 16.